characters had managed to defeat a Kinku gang, leaving two alive for questioning. Within the warehouse, the party finds several dead humans scattered around the floor. Byron follows Francis to a small closet underneath a set of stairs and inspects the interior, finding a man bound in ropes under a tarp. The characters freed the man, and he identified himself as Rainier Irdimmel, the son of the former Lord Mayor of Sharn. Rainier introduced himself to the group and explained that the Boromar clan had sent thugs to question him about a large cache of gold that his father had embezzled from the taxpayers and hid somewhere in the city. The men attacked Rainier and Floon soon after they had left the Skewer Dragon Tavern, bringing them to the warehouse. The men had a brief moment to question Rainier before hired thugs from the Zesh Guild of Dask assaulted the warehouse, searching for the Stone of Galore, which was apparently stolen from the Dask Enclave. Rainier had been tied up and thrown in the closet, and the surviving Zesh Guild thugs had grabbed Floon and left, mistaking him for Rainier. The contingent of Kinku stayed behind to loot the warehouse. After Rainier shared everything that he knew and had overheard from the thugs, the group moved the Kinku outside just as the City Watch arrived, led by Captain Eustace Staggett. The captain detained the group momentarily as his men searched the warehouse. Upon learning of the characters finding and helping out Rainier, Eustace cut them some slack and allowed them to interrogate the Kinku. The fickle creatures revealed that Floon had been taken into the sewers, marked along the way by a pathway made from yellow chalk drawing strange symbols. The Kinku had also mentioned someone called Zesh. The group followed the chalk marks behind the warehouse to another alley, finding a metal sewer cover. After some debate on what to do next, they descended into the dark tunnel and began following the chalk marks, changing the direction to confuse any who might be following them. Eventually, they found themselves at a junction, joining three tunnels together. The party battled a gazer and found a branching pathway out of the tunnels. The characters then sent the rogue and the ranger to scout ahead, the group carefully creeping forward, dealing with a sleeping goblin sentry. With the immediate chambers cleared, the party found themselves in a sleeping chamber with a closed door. Sounds of struggle and conversation emanated from the chamber beyond. The party crept in and assaulted the individuals within, killing one and wounding the other. After slaying the surviving Duergar, they heard the sounds of suffering coming from another closed door to the east side of the chamber. The rogue peeked around the corner and caught sight of an imposing half-orc standing over a man laying prone under his foot. A second individual was seated in the stone throne against the far wall, just out of sight. As the group began to move into the chamber, Samael strode forward with determination, making himself known. A nightmarish mind flare rose from the stone chair, letting loose an intellect devourer on the party. The fierce battle began as the rogue attempted to strike down the mind flare. His attacks failed to connect, and the mind flayer gestured towards Samael, dominating the paladin and turning him against his friends. The group were unsettled, clearly shocked at this turn of events. Byron fired arrow after arrow at the intellect devourer, and then began to run away from the creature. Samael turned and stabbed at Byron before turning his assault back to the rogue. Stabbing him in the chest repeatedly, the intellect devourer then turned his attack towards Nicholas, unleashing a psionic blast that knocked the rogue down to the ground. The party looked on in horror, contemplating their next move. And Nicholas, would you be so kind as to roll 3d6 for me? Okay, you're okay. On Francis's turn, I saw a 7, and I heard 7 in slow motion.
Francis is gonna hide.
Francis is going to hide? Okay, well there's tons of, as Francis looks around the room, all he sees is the cots. He sees the door to the west out of the chamber into the other sleeping chamber. And he also sees some sort of oily puddle which has seemed to seep out from the bathroom that had been previously closed off.
Francis is going to go into the room and hide by the bed, hide under it, or...
Okay, so he's moving out of the chamber towards through the doors to the other sleeping chamber.
You can see my target line.
I don't see a target line. Oh, now I see a target line.
I can't load the map. It says the module isn't loaded, but I don't even have the module.
Means you're gonna have to reload.
Hey, can you make a stealth check now?
Sure. Here, let me drop this on your sheet. There you go. Should be able to make a stealth check now. Alrighty. Is that all Francis is gonna do? He's gonna hide?
Yes.
Okay. Francis scampers out of the room, through the door, and then under the sheets of a smelly cot. Nicholas, on your turn, I would like you to make a death save.
Wait, can't you use your here?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you're fine.
So that's one success.
Yeah, one success. Yeah.
Let me fix that. There we go. So you're not out of the woods yet, but you're not dying at least yet.
But he's still unconscious, right?
Correct. He is fading in and out of consciousness. He is unconscious right now. He sees the light at the end of the tunnel. On the Mind Flayer's turn, the Mind Flayer continues into the room, the chamber. There is a bright flash of light that emanates from the double doors. And that's it. On Fluen's turn, he is going to struggle to get away from Grumshar. And he manages to get out from underneath his foot and begins moving away from him. Or actually, no. He's not going to move away from him. He's going to stay where he is. He's no longer underneath Rumshar's foot. And Siegfried, what would you like to do on your turn? I know you're still loading Fantasy Grounds back up.
I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers on Semi.
Okay. Did you want to wait until you're loaded in to do that yourself, or would you like me to do it?
I should be in here in a moment. I exited out of back in and it still didn't do anything. Loading up is pretty quick. I just feel like this is something I should do.
Okay.
Which I've reloaded twice and it won't let me get the map. It still says it's not in there.
Let me try and save it. I will share it with you. See if it lets you.
Yeah, I can see it now.
There you go.
I would like to make an argument that Dissonant Whispers should attack my controller and not me.
Nice try. And he succeeds.
He takes half damage, but he still has to roll that save for the mind control since he took.
Correct. Samael, if you'd be so kind as to roll a wisdom save. That's a failure.
Yeah,
Does that mean he's out of it, or?
No, that means that he is still controlled.
dang it.
Each time he takes damage, he can re-roll that save. So Siegfried, you are running out of the room into the other chamber?
Yes, because that's all I can do right now. I don't have any second actions or anything.
Okay.
So I'm moving up there and saying, alright, that's all I can do. Byron, try to grab him. Zara, try to stabilize him. Let's move out of here for now.
Okay. On Rainier's turn, he draws his weapon and he says, "My lady, I know that you wished that I stay my hand, but I cannot stand any longer listening to my friend's cries." And he deftly moves past you into the chamber beyond. You watch as he, faster than you've seen him so far, runs into the chamber, leaping over and past Nicholas. And for some reason, Fantasy Grounds thinks he's going to go into the wall. That's weird.
Into the abyss.
Samael, if you would like to use your reaction to hit him, you can.
Yes, I would.
Go for it.
His last reaction.
Well, he only gets one reaction per round.
So do I
What
hit
is
him
this
or
a
not?
new round?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
not.
Am I attacking or no?
Yes, this is a new round. You have a reaction.
Ow.
Why am I at disadvantage?
I think you're at advantage because I'm down. You actually attacked me instead of him. That's what I said, ow.
Oh, he attacked both of you. Rainier, he missed it. Didn't
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so you missed him.
Okay.
he?
Well, I missed him then.
Yeah, you definitely did not hit Nicholas.
He had to pull his weapon out of Nick's chest to try to hit Rainier.
Rainier then, taking his rapier, strikes forward at Grumshar, the half-orc. If Fantasy Grounds will allow me to attack him. And misses him with his first attack. I don't know what it is about Fantasy Grounds, but my new mouse does not like Fantasy Grounds. I think it's the 3D, the graphics card, the 3D element of it. Hey, there's a hit. And you watch, well, from far down the hallway, Byron, you watched as Rainier ran down the hallway as fast as you've seen him move and take his rapier and stab Grumshar in the neck. And Grumshar falls dead on the ground. He then, quick as lightning, turns around and takes his dagger and hurls it into Samael's back. Or at least attempts to. He definitely misses. His dagger bounces harmlessly off of Samael's armor.
Boom.
He then turns his attention around towards Loon. And Zara, it is your turn.
Alright, we'll see my husband in distress and on the ground. Of course, I'm going to run over to him as fast as I can. And I am going to put my hand on his shoulder and say, Nicholas, come back! And cast Cure Wounds.
Where am I?
Now, as a bonus action, can I take out a healing potion and stuff it down his throat or no?
Interesting point of order. In my campaign, drinking a healing potion is a bonus action.
Okay, so but if we're getting out of my pack, shoot.
So
Does that
the
count?
action of pulling it out and drinking it is a bonus action. Because
Okay,
I would
okay.
assume, and the reason why I say that is assume that you would have your potion would be at the ready. Like maybe you had it tied to your belt, like a pouch of money, something like that.
Yep, that's exactly what was happened. It was tied to my belt. So I uncork it and I gently pour it down his.
Okay.
And
Another one, baby.
Well, she's the healer. She's got a bandolier of healing potion across the chest.
Exactly, like grenades. She just pulls them off, pulls the cork off, and chucks it at your face.
Healing
Yeah, I
for
was
the
thinking that
living,
as well. Bandolier.
Healing for the living, grenades for the undead.
Okay.
Kid heals myself. And that's the end of my turn.
Believe it.
Nicholas, I'm
2d4 plus 2, I think. I forget.
Yes. I was looking at it. I looked at the healing potion. Oh, 2d4 plus 2. Oh, okay, so actually plus 9. Awesome. Nicholas is back.
Okay, would you like to do anything else on your turn?
That is it.
Are they both kneeling down? Or I know Nicholas is on the ground. She's kneeling down.
Yes, I would be kneeling.
Okay, I'm going to fire overhead and try to attempt to strike Samuel.
Well, actually, it's not your turn, Byron.
Is there any way I can blunt my attacker?
Actually, it's not your turn, Byron. You would think it
Oh.
is, but it's actually someone else's turn.
Oh, okay.
Siegfried, as you turn and look around, you see an oily patch of substance on the floor that seems to have been leaking out of that other room that had been barricaded before. And it suddenly rises and sort of slops towards you.
Use me with your best shot.
And that's a hit. And you are down, sir.
Oh no.
And now it's your turn, Byron.
Yeah, that hit exactly at my AC.
Attack. Family.
Oh my gosh, we're all so weak.
Now, can I attempt to just blunt the damage, or I'm not going to do it all?
Not on a ranged attack.
you have a target arrow with you?
Do you have a do you have a boxing glove arrow?
No. Oh, I think you
You
got rid
rip your pants and you tie the cloth around the tent.
because I did have a sig, but I don't have it anymore. I think we got rid of it because it wasn't in the book. Oh,
That's not
save.
that's not too bad. Make your save, sir.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that is not sufficient.
As a bonus. As a bonus action.
That is a miss.
The system rolled a 16 for him to pass my dissonant whispers, and then everything else has been under a 10.
Now move. Pass the turn.
Samael, it is your turn.
For your sins, the gods have abandoned you.
That is a miss.
The
No,
devil's luck.
is with us.
You have the devil's own luck.
What should I do?
It self-destructs.
And causes the whole place to cave in. We all die.
It just organically decays.
Almost a crit.
Ooh.
And do me a favor, make another intelligence save, please, Nicholas.
Remember, you can use hero points. Use your brain, Nicholas. Use your brain.
So lucky. On Francis the Displacer Cub's turn, what would you like him to do?
He will stay hidden.
Okay, he will continue to stay hidden.
If anything comes near him that looks like me, attack, will attack. But other than that, we'll stay there.
What do you mean you don't want to fight the Grey Ooze?
Francis knows nothing of the Grey Ooze.
Oh.
And Nicholas, it is your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna look at that power. That's a yeah.
If you go to see something, oh, Siegfried fall, you never know.
Nice.
Question for you: is Zara within 5 feet of it?
I mean, technically, yeah.
Technically, but no.
Okay.
She is directly behind you in a chamber that is separating
Corner.
her from it. Like she poses no threat to it, and it can attack her. So technically, no, she's not adjacent.
Okay. Alright, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
Move.
Samael, would you like to use your reaction?
He doesn't
Yes,
have
I
to
will.
react. I disengage.
Oh, that's right. You disengage. You don't take any opportunity attacks.
Yep.
from either.
No, I would not.
Rania, help him! Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm saying that to it.
And I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. On Fluent's turn, he looking around first at the dead half-orc and then up to both you and Rainier. He says, "Rainier, my friend, what is going on? They thought I was you." Rainier says, "Rest easy, friend. It's over. Well, it will be soon." He turns around and he looks at Samael and the Intellect Devourer. Looking past the rest of the group, he says, "Where's your bard friend?" "He was right behind me." And Siegfried, I need you to roll a death save. That is success.
Nice.
As Grey oozes from.
Rainier is going to stride up to Samael and say, "This is over." And he's going to attempt to attack him with his rapier.
He's gonna kick him into a hole that just appears behind him.
If he rolls like I do,
Well, he missed both times, so...
boom.
2 threes.
So,
Zari, it's your turn.
okay.
Is the Intellect Devourer in a spot, or is it 5 feet further down? Because I see a movement. What?
Oh, I meant to... There we go.
Okay.
I didn't mean to move it.
Okay, looking at the Intellect Devourer, how's it looking?
It's looking kind of hurt.
Brain.
You know, it's definitely got some viscous fluids oozing out in places. Right now it's doing push-ups, and it looks like it's about to jump on you.
Okay. Okay, I am going to just hit it with my war hammer.
You still have Nicholas targeted, by the way. But you did hit it.
Okay.
And if I believe you have a bonus, you can use your
Use
bonus
my-
action to attack.
Yes, my War Priest ability. I'm feeling very inspired and hit it again. Maybe not so inspired. And then I'm going to about 15 feet. I'm just gonna be like, excuse me. And that's the end of my turn.
Zara, looking around, you notice that Siegfried is nowhere to be found. He is not behind you anymore.
Siegfried? Siegfried? And I'm at
On the Grey Ooze's turn, it's going to continue eating Siegfried.
I'm high in acid. I told you. I'm acidic.
You are so lucky.
He's twitching.
I'm pretty sure that attack would have killed you outright.
Listen, I only have 15 health points. It hit me for 14. I had 4 damage.
Byron, it's your turn.
Alright. Siegfried stole, or excuse me, Samael stole seemingly out of it.
Oh yeah.
He looks wrecked. He's bleeding from various areas. His armor looks wrecked. And he's still holding a dagger aloft in one hand, looking to you, looking back at Rainier, who's behind him, who was trying to attack him.
Can I see the intellect devourer? Can I get a shot at that?
From where you're at, unfortunately, you cannot see him. It's a narrow passageway, and it is just around the corner.
If I move to here, will it get an attack of opportunity?
If you move to there, you would definitely get an attack of opportunity.
From me.
No, not from you. You wish. Like, I know you've been waiting 2 weeks, but try not to enjoy this too much, Kevin.
You know, I'm enjoying getting beat up on. It's fun.
I'm gonna back up 5 feet. I'm gonna hold my action until until someone, either the intellect devourer starts to come across that pathway so I can hit it, or if Samael comes towards us, then I'll fire.
Okay, Samael, it is your turn. That is a miss.
May the gods be ever in your favor.
On the Intellect Devourer's turn, it's going to creep around the corner looking for that tasty morsel it saw backing away. And you
Yeah,
may
I'll
take
fire.
your action.
Maybe it's one of those, like, skipping stones that hits one and then it hits the other right after.
That's definitely a hit.
Still has my 100 mark on.
It should still. I don't think you had it on him, though. On him.
On him on a peak.
Your arrow arcs forth, stabbing the creature in the cranium.
And can I get do I get my bonus attack too?
I would say yes. It is your held action. I'll go ahead and say yes, you can. That's another hit.
I'm like looking over his shoulder going like, yes, go, fire!
Okay. With that last arrow arcing forth, it catches it right down the middle and bisects the cranial part of the creature, splitting in half, and you watch as it thumps one side on the other, dead on the ground.
Did that appear to knock Samael out of his state?
It did not.
It's not that. Okay. Oops, sorry.
Francis is still hiding under the bed, I assume?
Does he hear Siegfried getting attacked?
He probably heard Siegfried not too long ago, his body falling to the floor.
He'll come around the corner and see what's going on.
Okay, as Francis creeps around the corner, he sees Siegfried on the ground with an oily substance rising several inches off of his body, spreading all over his body.
He'll move to that spot there, and I'll make an attack on the other.
Make an attack on the goose. Alright, that is a miss. Oh, he only has one attack.
Oh, I didn't know you rolled it. Sorry.
Sorry, I'll go ahead and take your hit since you were rolling it. I apologize. So yeah, that is a hit. You go ahead and roll damage.
I was just trying to pull it off the teeth.
Yay, Prince is finally hit.
I think that is the first time he's hit.
Woo!
He did 0 damage. 1 minus 1.
I thought, doesn't he do like a minimum of 1?
No, unfortunately no.
Oh,
Alright, kids. Francis is gonna teach you basic math.
I'm just watching. In my head, I see Francis walk up, and he's doing that thing cats do where they kind of tap something with their paw. And they
Yeah,
pull
that's
it
what I was
back real
thinking.
fast.
That's exactly what I was imagining. Like, oh my god.
Is it alive?
Just hiss at it.
And is that the end of Francis's turn?
Yeah, that's all he's going to be able to do.
All right, Nicholas, it is your turn. There are no more enemies in the chamber other than your friend, Samael.
I go right. And I'm going to.
Let's
I'm
go.
going to hit Samuel, but I'm not gonna try to kill him. I'm just gonna be like, you know what I mean? But I kind of
Hitting him with the pommel of your blade?
Yeah. Yeah.
Go for it. That's a miss.
Same.
I'm gonna disengage. And move right there. Bye.
Holy cow! Well, thanks for waking me up. Here, take the blows.
And now my turn right there.
Hey, you're good at rain.
All right. Floon's turn. Floon is still tied up like a Christmas ham. And he's saying, "Will someone please cut these off of me, please?" And Siegfried, I need you to make another death save. That is a fail.
I'm going to use a hero point.
Gonna use a hero point? Alright, we'll turn that into a success. So that's 2 successes.
I have hero points, damn it, and I'll use them.
That's what they're there for. On Renair's turn, Renair is going to continue to attempt to attack. Also, not trying to kill, same fashion as Nicholas. He's going to attempt to knock Samael down. And yay, he actually hit him. And Samael, you are down. Knocked unconscious. But stable. Not making death saves.
Okay.
You are also no longer charmed.
Well, it's about time.
Yeah, he was never charmed anyways, he was dominated.
It's the same thing, sort of.
I don't know.
And then Renair will break away from Samael's unconscious body and run over to Floon. And he will cut Floon's bonds. And Zara, it's your turn. You still do see any sign of Siegfried. Nicholas, a bit wrecked, is beside you with Byron in front of you. And you just watch Samael drop to the floor like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah, she heard the sound of Samael's voice saying something about he was high on acid, and he sounded pretty scared. So she's
Francis, just
As you round the corner, Zara, you see the unconscious form of Siegfried laying on the ground, and some sort of oily, mushy substance is creeping over his body. And you see Francis hissing at it and tapping at it with his paw.
I shall become venom.
Hey boy. Alright, she is going to cast.
Well, you don't see it, you see him.
Oh, I don't see
Yeah,
it.
from
Okay,
where
I'm gonna
you'd
get
have to move a little. Yeah, you gotta get closer.
I'm gonna get a little closer. Do I see it?
Yes, I would say from there you see it. You see this
Alright.
this sort of oily, grayish substance.
I am going to cast Sacred Flame.
Okay. And that is a success for the gray ooze on your Sacred Flame.
Did that go through? It worked?
No, it rolled a save. It rolled a 16.
Ah. Dang it. And she's
This-
going to.
In this dank and dark sewer hideout, the light of Dolahar is not seem to be reaching you at the moment. She said, "Call again. Lines are busy."
Okay. Then, okay, just to confirm the War Priest ability, if I make an attack spell, can I also make a bonus action attack with a weapon?
What does it say?
It says when you use the attack action, you can make one weapon attack as a bonus action.
Correct. So you took an attack action with your spell attack. So yes.
Yes. Okay.
However,
all right,
however, you are not in range to make your melee attack.
but I can use a range attack.
Well, your weapon's not a ranged weapon.
I have a crossbow.
No,
but
it's a melee attack. Yes.
Well, no, actually it says one
Movement.
weapon attack.
One weapon
It says
attack?
yeah, it doesn't say melee. From what I'm.
Well, keep in mind you have a shield in one hand, a warhammer in the other. You don't have your ranged weapon out at the moment. So you could say that you drop your warhammer, and as part of your action, your bonus action, you can fire your ranged weapon.
Okay, so yes, I can do that.
I'll allow it.
Okay, all right. I'm going to drop my warhammer, keep my shield in hand, pull out my crossbow that was right over my shoulder, already armed.
Next to all the healing potions.
Yes, next to all the healing potions. Okay, guys, I promise I'm gonna get this all right next time, and I'm going to send a crossbow bolt at this oily stuff.
Go for it. And you hit. It's got a really low AC.
I hit.
Yes. Watch as your bolt, it goes, and it makes a sound like when you throw something really hard into water, that noise. And you watch as now the bolt is beginning to dissolve after it struck.
I'm kind of like, I hope that did something, and I'm gonna back up a little.
Okay.
I'll be back for you, Siegfried. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. On the Grey Ooze's turn, it's going to turn its attention to the Displacer Cup.
No!
Out of curiosity, does the Displacer Cub share hero points with Byron?
It does not.
Oh.
Not an actual pet. Or companion.
Alright, let's see if you can hit Francis. That's a natural one.
Curiosity killed the cat.
It literally could kill the cat. Byron, it's your turn.
14 damage on me.
Do we know, Zara, did you say anything about?
Yeah,
being
Zara,
over?
I would say, Zara, you could warn your friends as part of your action of running away.
I'll say I don't want to metagame it too much like isolated anything. I did a little squeak when I saw the Grey Ooze.
Byron,
And
you
then
would
I
have.
heard-
Well, Byron would have noticed you running around the corner and then backing up.
Yep.
So you totally would have noticed her doing that.
With my crossbow out and everything.
Yeah, she's not holding her warhammer anymore, and she has her crossbow out.
But Nicholas wouldn't? What are you trying to say about Nick?
I didn't mention Nick.
Yes.
Nick
I can
is
see
still.
the from here, correct?
You can see the ooze. Correct. It currently looks like it's got a pseudopod at the ready, about to bap Francis on his nose.
Shooting the pseudopod. Oh.
That's a hit. Your arrow pierces the creature, bits of it splatting off, and it begins to dissolve. That is also a hit. And your second arrow hits it square, and you just watch as the thing just sort of and splats everywhere.
Leave my pet alone.
And you, my friends, are all out of combat.
I'm gonna run over into Samuel.
Can I?
He gets back up and slaps you.
Yeah, if you call him Samuel, he's going to slap you.
Can I stabilize?
You can roll a medicine check.
Zara's gonna run over as well. It's okay, I can take care of. Oh, sorry. She's going to cast Spare the Dying as a cantrip, and he will be automatically stabilized.
Okay.
Stabilize Samael.
You can also roll a medicine check, Nicholas.
All right.
Siegfried sits up and just spits some gray goo out.
Oh!
That's a natural 20. That's probably going to be the only natural 20 of the night.
I know.
All right, Samael, you are no longer unconscious. You awake, and you have this foggy memory of a battle, but you can't really remember much. And you see Nicholas staring down at you with a bit of grim determination on his face.
Did we win?
Yeah. We won.
Ha! I knew it. How many of them did I take down?
Well, you took a lot of damage before you went down.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Sounds good. Did we lose anybody?
I don't think so. I think they're checking out Siegfried. I would go check them out. I can't do anything about healing. They went around the corner somewhere to search for him.
Siegfried's hurt? Very well.
I don't know.
Zara's gonna go ahead and pull out her second out of 3. Well, she only has one left. Give it to...
Good, Francis. You did a great job. You protected Siegfried. Good.
Thank you. Yeah.
Francis is currently licking Siegfried's face of the disgusting mush that's on him from the creature, the dead creature, and it's currently spitting. Also, I should mention, Siegfried, your AC has taken a permanent -2 from the creature's attacks. So let me fix
AC
that.
Probably wasn't already low or anything.
Is that equipment based, or is that actually like affecting him personally?
It's based on his equipment. Essentially,
Okay, so you can replace that then.
Correct. Currently, his equipment is getting damaged. There we go.
Damn, your armor looks pretty...
Yeah, I should probably get some new stuff.
Siegfried, what happened?
I was violated by... Ooh.
Oh, disgusting.
Slimed.
Also, I should mention that you have all leveled up.
Oh, thank God. I mean, thank Dolahara. Zara turns to see Samael when she hears his voice, and she looks kind of startled.
Too much man for you, huh? I understand. Nicholas is kind of small. Excuse me.
So before we continue any further, if you would all like to go ahead and do your leveling up right now, we will. Because I know it's been a while since you have, and it's a little... Fenny's Grounds is a little weird about how it works. Some of you will be selecting new subclasses with this level up, so I'll need to help you so that you guys do it correctly.
Alright, I call everyone, come in here and take a short rest.
After we gather anything that we find.
So yeah, let me sort of out of game right now. I'm gonna level all you guys up.
All right.
Woohoo.
Starting with Siegfried. Siegfried, Which Bard College, were you planning on going with?
College of Swords.
College of Swords, okay. Give me one moment. Do-do-do.
And since we all heard this ding in the sky and we glowed yellow for a quick second, did we automatically heal?
Yeah, we
I-
go back up to full hit points every time we.
You gain some hit points back actually from leveling up, but you don't fully heal, unfortunately.
Hmm.
I know it's terrible.
Roll a hit die.
Well, if you're gonna take a short rest here in a minute, yes. But at the moment, just give me a moment to get everybody leveled up.
Sure thing.
It would be nice if
The trend
Fantasy
towards
Grounds put it
sim-
all together into
MIL.
one thing, but it doesn't. I don't know why. All right.
Zara's gonna pull out her last healing potion, and I mean, Jeremy, is it okay if we talk in the meantime, or do you want?
Yeah, you guys
can.
can chat
gotta-
like you're role playing right now while I do this for you guys.
Okay.
Samael is laying down.
Samael, you were going with Oath of Vengeance, correct?
All right, so that should heal you up 8 hit points.
And I need to know what my spell selection, just the numbers for a spell selection is on my next level, if it changes.
Sure. Hold on one moment.
I'll go through the spells and pick them out, but I just need to know how many to pick.
There we go. Samael, you are all set. And next is Nicholas. Nicholas, are you sticking with the selection that you wanted?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay, just figured I'd ask. We had a lot of conversations, so. Alright. Boom.
Ooh, level 3.
Zara, you are just, yours is easy, because you're just,
Plain Jane, the
plain Jane.
level.
Okay, and then Byron, yours is, you are sticking with the Gloomstalker?
Yes.
Okay. Ranger.
Once
I
we're
have-
done with everyone, I got something I gotta ask on a few of these.
Want me to drop it into features?
I'm doing it for you, actually. Boom.
Okay.
Gloomstalker. There we go. Alright. You guys are all leveled up. Alright, so now that you're all leveled up, you can take time to get used to the changes, the different things that are added, and if you guys have any questions, you're welcome to ask. I'll try to answer them as precisely as I can.
Yeah, a few of my things is like I get bonus proficiencies, and since usually it asks you that when you do it yourself, how do I go about that?
Alright, let me just take a look at your thing here. Bonus proficiencies, you gain proficiency with medium armor and the scimitar.
Well, in expertise, at third level, choose 2 of your skill proficiencies. Your proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check you make with those involves one of the chosen proficiencies.
Correct. So yeah, it reads exactly as it reads. You gain proficiency with medium armor and the scimitar, and you get to use your expertise to double an ability check, one of your chosen proficiencies. So let me just.
Alright, so
here.
basically I choose 2 proficiencies, and it's doubled when I do that for that ability.
Yep, exactly. Alright, I'm just gonna
Oh, so just on say on check, I just well, check doesn't. It only has it on.
All right. I added your weapon and your armor proficiency to your sheet for you.
And for the expertise, do I just check the star next to it on the saves column?
Yeah, these are your existing skill proficiencies. So, yeah, if you check it, it'll turn into 2 stars, I believe.
On the skills tab, right?
Correct. If you go to your skills tab and you go to the proficiency that you want to do this on, and if you click on it, it should turn to 2 stars. It's like the little golden star as it's lit up now. If you click on it again, it should turn to 2 stars for the double proficiency. There you go.
Question, Jeremy.
Yes, ma'am.
For the war domain, it says at 3rd level, it lists magic weapon, spiritual weapon. Does that mean I get those automatically, or I can choose those?
It means that they don't count against how many